What up guys, welcome to another Division 2 video. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you watching it. If you like my content and want to help the channel out, don't forget to smash that like button. And today, Tuesday, vendor reset day. So let's start with the White House, shall we? First thing she sells us is the chain killer, of course, the perfect headhunter on there. Could be a nice roll, in my opinion. Roll that repair skills away for some critical hit chance, for example. You have a decent one. Black market T821, not that great if you ask me. Just like with the other guns, if they are not god rolled, just leave them here. Backpack from Badger Tough, full blue, tech support. Could be nice, but I'm not loving the tech support and the health on there. So in my opinion, leave it here. A Roldy vest. Could be nice, but I'm not loving that reassigned on there. If you want to do this, then roll that reassigned away, because the rest is pretty decent. Although the 10.2% weapon damage, I don't know. Over to the mods. 4.4% critical hit chance, 6.4% deflect duration for your drone, 4.3% damage for your turret, and the last one, 5% blast radius for your sticky launcher. Let's head over to the clan. And there we are guys, at the clan vendor. Quiet Roar is the first thing we can buy. It's a named LMG with, of course, perfect overwhelmed on there. But it's not great if you ask me. If you like to pick this up, then in my opinion, roll the critical hit damage away for some damage to armor, for example. Hardwired, don't forget, just craft this, do not buy this. Striker gloves, could be nice if you're still looking for it, then roll that weapon handling away for whatever you think is necessary. Eclipse mask, again, craft this, never buy this. And then we have a maxed out 12% damage to target out of cover on the military MK46. Could be nice, but the 11% LMG damage and that optimal range on there, I don't know if you like that. Then over to the rifle, could be nice as well, with Rifleman already on there at the LVOAC. Then roll that rifle damage to that max cap. You have a pretty decent one. M16A2, not great if you ask me. Classic RPK, the same, not great. Critical hit damage and the LMG damage, yeah, I don't know. RNK knee pads, 11% critical hit damage, 7.8% skill damage. I don't know if you like that on there, although the critical hit damage could be something. And then roll that skill damage away for whatever you think is necessary. Mask from 511, 11.3% critical hit damage, 134k armor, and around 4k armor regeneration. This could be a nice buy, but I am not loving the 511 brand set. But you are not me, so maybe you love this. Over to the Araldi vest, 11.9% weapon damage, some armor regeneration and weapon handling on there, and tag team. I'm not loving the weapon handling on there in combination with the armor regeneration, and then of course that tag team. I don't know, I don't like this talent at all. Over to the mods, 10.8% skill haste, 6.2% skill haste for your chem launcher. 16k armor on kill, this could be a nice one. Of course we can find way higher in the open world, around that 19k, but 16k is decent. Over to the 6.7% burn strength for your sticky launcher for the last one. So let's head over to the theater. And there we are guys, at the theater. The first thing we can pick up are the Contractor's gloves. Of course with the 8% damage to armor already on there, but it has 6% weapon handling and 10.8% weapon damage. If you're still looking for it, definitely pick it up, roll that weapon handling away for whatever you think is necessary, and you have a pretty decent one. Although that 10.8% weapon damage isn't that high. AC-12 with the maxed out shotgun damage, but 7% damage to armor, 6% damage to target out of cover, and pommel on there. Could be a nice combination. If you're still looking for it, then roll that damage to target out of cover or that damage to armor a little bit higher and you have a decent one. 6716, just leave it here. Araldi, 13.1% weapon damage, 10.1% critical hit damage and 5% weapon handling for the gloves. Roll that weapon handling away for some critical hit chance or headshot damage, whatever you think is necessary, and you have pretty decent gloves. Over to the Araldi knee pads. These, just leave it here guys, the combination isn't that great. Over to the mods. 8.6% shock resistance, could be nice. 5% skill haste for your mine. 4.3% holster regeneration for your shield. 1 extra target for your firefly. And of course, there it is again, that 6% duration for your decoy. Let's head over to the campus. And there we are guys, at the campus. The first thing we can pick up is the Darkness, the named marksman rifle with of course perfect eyeless on there. And then you could go for this because these are the rolls that you want on your gun. But in my opinion, too low in rolls. Over to the custom M44, just leave it here. Military L86 could be decent. Roll that headshot damage away for some damage to armor and have you a pretty decent LMG. Over to the Fenris mask, just leave it here. Headshot damage, weapon handling and 9.3% weapon damage. Walker and Harris holster, again skill haste and weapon handling on there, just leave it here guys, not a great buy. Over to the mods, 8.4% skill duration, then we got 7.9% in share duration for your sticky launcher, 4% healing for your hive, 6.4% cone size for your pulse and 5.7% duration for your shock traps. But let's head over to the DZs. And there we are guys at our first DZ, DZ West. The Culebra is the first thing we can buy, or yeah, in my opinion, the first thing we can leave here. Look at those rolls guys, not great. 612, the same. M1A CQB, the same, just leave it here. Eclipse, always crafted, never buy it. Knee pads on ongoing directive, too low in weapon damage. And hazard protection could be nice, but I don't know if you like the hazard protection on your ongoing directive knee pads. Over to the Araldi with a 10% explosive resistance that maxed out, but the rest isn't that great. Maybe roll that weapon damage to that max cap because there's already a little bit of headshot damage, but I don't know if you like that explosive resistance on there. Knee pads from Sokolov, 2 blues, too low weapon damage, no thank you. And then over to the mods. You know my opinion about the mods guys, never buy them in the DZs, way too expensive. So let's head over to the next DZ. And there we are guys at DZ South. The rail splitter is the first thing we can pick up with the perfectly accurate on there. Not great overalls in my opinion, just leave it here, especially for that 152 DZ creds. MP5, same, leave it here. Military G36 could be nice, but again 102 DZ creds just for this gun, I don't know. Magnum, handgun, leave it here. Backpack from Aces, too low in weapon damage. The 10.2% critical hit damage could be nice if you're still looking for it. Roll that weapon damage to that max cap. Eclipse, again, crafted, never buy it. Backpack from Petrov, could be nice, but there is Energize on there. And I don't like Energize whatsoever. This could be nice if you want a combination of hazard protection, critical hit damage, but again, around that 10% weapon damage, 10% critical hit damage, it's too low to buy, especially in the DZs. Overlord Vest, the same, could be nice, roll that skilled away for whatever you think is necessary, but again, too low in my opinion to buy, especially going into year 3 of the game. And then, of course, like you know, do not buy the mods in the DZs. Just farming in the open world, farming in the summit, but never buy them for DZ creds. Let's head over to the next DZ. And there we are guys, for our last DZ, DZ East, we got the Carnage. 15% LMG damage, but the rest is just trash. You would love to see that damage target out of cover higher, health damage, no thank you. And then of course that perfect sadist on there. Paratrooper SVD, in my opinion, again, leave it here, do not buy it. The guns aren't that great for DZ creds. Mask from Negotiator's Dilemma, 12.2% weapon damage and a 9% critical hit damage. It's too low again to buy because a critical hit damage is too low and a 12.2% weapon damage is pretty low as well. Of course, the maxed out is 15%. If you're looking for this, then roll the critical hit damage higher or whatever you think is necessary on that build. Striker, the same. Could be nice. If you're still looking for it for this holster, then roll the weapon damage to that 15% because a 10.2% critical hit damage is decent. 511 mask, rainbow roll, no thank you. Over to the Petrov holster, too low in rolls in my opinion, but if you are good with your critical hit chance, then buy this, roll the weapon damage to that max cap and you have a decent one. Not great, decent. Last, mods, do not buy at DZs. And yeah guys, you know my opinion, just go to the open world, go to the summit or even buy them in the open world vendors. Let's head over to New York. And there we are guys, at the first vendor in New York. Police M4 is the first thing we can buy, Optimist on there, but the rest isn't that great if you ask me. If you're still looking for it, then roll that stability for damage to target out of cover. Hunting M44, leave it here. Tactical Super 90, same, leave it here. M1911 pistol, leave it here. Murakami backpack could be nice, but I'm not loving the overclock on there. Maybe change that overclock because it already has repair skills to keep yourself alive and some skill damage. Not great, but you could use it. Alps knee pads, 10% critical hit damage, 15.3% repair skills. Could be nice if you want to keep yourself alive and still do some crit damage. Over to the Sokolov. Too low in my opinion. You do not want some headshot damage on an SMG build. It's not helping you that much. Over to the mods. 10.3% skill haste, 8.4% burn resistance, then 6.1% skill haste for your turret, 6.1% radius for your cam launcher, and 6.5% duration for your sticky launcher. So let's head over to our last vendor of the day. And there we are guys, at Roy, the last vendor in New York. The tactical AUG is the first thing we can buy. Preservation on there could be nice, but I would love to see something else on there. The rest of the rolls aren't that great. Military RPK, same. Fast hands on there could be nice, especially on a light machine gun. If you like to pick this up, roll that accuracy for some damage to armor and you have a pretty decent one. KSG shotgun, just leave it here. Officer M9, same, just leave it here. Then we got the Golan with a 9.3% headshot damage, but mad bomber on there. And look at that armor guys, underneath 100k for a vest. No thank you. Knee pads from Murakami, 9% hazard protection and 8% status effect. Hazard protection could be nice if you want to go for hazard protection on your Murakami, but I don't think that this is the good combination or the combination that you are looking for. And then over to the Douglas and Harding mask, 11% weapon damage, but yeah, weapon handling and health on there, both of those attributes you do not want on this mask. Over to the mods, 10.1% skill haste, 10.1% skill haste. Again, double the same. Why? How can you do this? Last week we had the same problem that they sold us a 15% repair skills or something, and then the next one was 16%. So why sell exactly the same mod? We can use mods on everything now. But yeah, that's probably just me. Over to the 4.2% damage for your mine, 6.4% cone size for your pulse, and at last 4.2% duration for your shock traps. And that's it for the vendor reset of today, guys. Of course, tomorrow, Cassie Mendoza to close this week's vendor reset. But for today, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course, the notification bell. PurePrime out.